Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today we discuss about Oppenheimer's story. Now I am become death. The destroyer of worlds. Hello, friends. 16th July 1945. Around 5:30 in the morning. In the desert of America's state New Mexico. A bomb explodes. But this is not a normal bomb explosion. This was the first time a nuclear bomb was being tested. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This nuclear test was codenamed Trinity, and the project was led by scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer was shocked to see this bomb blast. He had expected the size of the explosion to be around 0.3 kilotons of TNT. But in reality, this blast was 50 times more dangerous. 20 kilotons of TNT. The blast released so much heat that a steel tower evaporated. The shockwave was felt from a distance of 160 kilometers. The mushroom cloud that erupted went up to 12 kilometers in the sky. Upon seeing all this, Oppenheimer was so shocked that he uttered a line from the Bhagavad Gita. Now I am become death. The destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death. The destroyer of worlds. You might be asking, how did Oppenheimer know about Bhagavad Gita? We will talk about that later in the video. Since Christopher Nolan made a new film, so I thought this would be the right opportunity to make a video on him. What was his story? How did he develop the nuclear bomb? Was Oppenheimer a hero or a villain? And how did he feel when millions of people lost their lives because of his creation? Let's find out in today's video. Julius Robert Oppenheimer is known as the father of the atomic bomb. He was the director of the Manhattan Project that created the first nuclear weapons. Let's start this story from his childhood. He was born in 1904 to a German Jewish family in New York City, and he was considered a child genius since childhood. He was studying high-level physics and chemistry at the age of only 10, and he was very knowledgeable about mineralogy, about property of minerals. He was so knowledgeable that at the age of 12, he was invited to give a lecture at New York's Mineralogical Club. Later in 1922, when he went to Harvard to study, he completed his 4-year degree in 3 years. He was at the top of his class. He majored in chemistry, and he was knowledgeable about many subjects: physics, philosophy, literature, and even Eastern religion. But in Harvard, he realized that among all these subjects, his real passion was physics. Later in 1927, at the age of 23, he did his PhD. But there was a dark side hidden behind this genius. His friends said that Oppenheimer had self-destructive tendencies. He was a chain smoker and was suffering through depression. One day, he told his brother, "I need physics more than friends." He was focused only on his studies and remained unaware of what was happening in the world around him. Until the early 1930s, when Adolf Hitler rose in Germany, he gradually became more politically aware. Because of Hitler's tyranny, many German scientists were fleeing from Germany to America. There were many big names on this list, like Albert Einstein, John von Neumann, who pioneered modern computers, Leo Szilard, who will play an important role in our story, Hans Bethe, who discovered fusion in stars, Edward Teller, who is called the father of the hydrogen bomb, and Enrico Fermi, who will play another important role in our story. All these scientists mainly were German Jewish, and because Oppenheimer himself came from a German Jewish family, when he started paying attention to the atrocities on Jews, his interest in politics started developing. This is his quote from 1936. "I started to understand how deeply political and economic events affect people's lives. I felt the need to participate in this community." Influenced by the left-wing ideology, he went to many political meetings and donated money to many labor unions and striking farm workers. In September 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, which was the beginning of World War II. As I explained in my video on World War II, America was not interested in getting involved in this war. But still, America was preparing for the worst. Actually, what happened was that, a month before the war started, in August 1939, Albert Einstein and Leo Szilard wrote a letter to American President Franklin D. Roosevelt. In this letter, they warned the American president that Hitler is working on nuclear weapons, and that he may be successful in making this extremely powerful bomb. That's why America should be prepared. As soon as he read this letter, the American president set up an advisory committee on uranium, taking immediately action. Like, subscribe, share and stay connected with us for more episodes. You will be able to understand a little more about nuclear reactions. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.